Imagine, just for a moment, that the most powerful tool for a meaningful, fulfilled life isn't something you can buy, earn, or be given by others. It's already within you, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. This isn't just a thought experiment. It's a reality grounded in the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals through the ages toward living with purpose, resilience, and tranquility. An important thing you may know that Stoicism teaches us that the key to a life well lived isn't found in external accolades or material success, but in mastering the art of valuing ourselves through the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's a powerful reminder that despite the chaos and challenges of the external world, we hold within us the unshakable foundation for our own well-being and happiness. By peeling back the layers of societal expectations and self-doubt, we uncover timeless Stoic principles that can transform the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. This journey goes beyond mere self-improvement. It's about rediscovering our inherent worth and learning to live in alignment with our deepest values. If you're ready to unlock the doors to personal freedom, resilience, and fulfillment, you're in the right place. Let's embark on this adventure together, exploring how the wisdom of Stoicism can illuminate the path to valuing ourselves like never before. The only thing I ask of you is not to skip any part of this content. If you're here, consider yourself different from the majority, an exception. Act like one and embrace every step of this journey with us. Sign 1. Accepting less than you deserve. In the tapestry of human experience, moments arise when we find ourselves settling for less than we truly deserve. Whether it's enduring a job that saps our creativity, remaining in relationships that fail to nurture our growth, or hesitating to pursue our dreams out of fear of failure, these instances of compromise can subtly erode our sense of self-worth. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that champions resilience and moral fortitude, offers a profound perspective on how we perceive and respond to such challenges. Central to Stoic teachings is the notion that our worth is not defined by external circumstances, but by our internal integrity and adherence to virtue. This philosophy was exemplified by figures like Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor whose reign was marked by constant political strife yet who found solace and strength in Stoic principles. Aurelius's writings in his Meditations reflect a profound acceptance of life's adversities and a commitment to responding with courage and moral clarity. Imagine a person caught in a job that provides financial security, but little personal fulfillment. Stoicism would prompt them to introspect. Are they allowing fear of change or societal expectations to overshadow their potential for growth and happiness? Are they compromising their passions and values for the sake of stability? The Stoic approach encourages individuals to cultivate resilience in the face of such dilemmas, urging them to align their actions with their deepest values, rather than succumbing to complacency or resignation. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, born into slavery, exemplifies this resilience. Despite his disadvantaged beginnings, Epictetus embraced Stoic teachings that emphasized personal agency and inner freedom. His philosophy revolved around the idea that external circumstances, no matter how challenging, do not define our happiness or worth. Rather, it is our response to these circumstances that shapes our character and destiny. Stoicism challenges us to question our patterns of acceptance and compromise. Are we settling for less in our relationships, allowing ourselves to be undervalued or mistreated? Are we staying in situations out of comfort or fear of the unknown, neglecting our potential for growth and fulfillment? These questions invite introspection and the courage to make choices aligned with our authentic selves. Consider the story of Cato the Younger, a Stoic statesman during the Roman Republic, known for his unwavering commitment to justice and virtue. Cato's refusal to compromise his principles, even in the face of political adversity and personal danger, underscores Stoicism's emphasis on integrity and moral courage. His life serves as a timeless example of the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with one's values regardless of external pressures or temptations. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between desires and true needs, urging us to prioritize inner tranquility and moral goodness over external accolades or material success. This perspective invites us to re-evaluate what we consider deserving in life. Is it fleeting pleasures and superficial validation, or is it enduring fulfillment rooted in authenticity and integrity? In essence, embracing Stoic philosophy is not about entitlement or unrealistic expectations, but about honoring our inherent worth and potential for growth. It encourages us to approach challenges with resilience and grace, viewing setbacks as opportunities for learning and character development. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, individuals can navigate life's uncertainties with clarity and purpose, guided by principles that transcend fleeting circumstances. Therefore, let us heed the wisdom of Stoicism and refuse to settle for less than we deserve. Let us embrace the challenge of aligning our actions with our deepest values, knowing that true fulfillment arises not from external circumstances, but from the integrity and courage with which we face them. Stoicism reminds us that our worth lies not in what we endure, but in how we respond, empowering us to live authentically and thrive amidst life's complexities. Sign 2. Minimizing your achievements. Acknowledging our achievements isn't merely about patting ourselves on the back. It's about recognizing the virtues, like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, that paved the way for those successes. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy celebrated for its emphasis on personal ethics and resilience, offers profound insights into how we should perceive and celebrate our accomplishments. Instead of attributing our achievements solely to luck or brushing them off as insignificant, Stoicism encourages a balanced and honest appraisal of the virtues that propelled us forward. Think about something you've recently accomplished, no matter how seemingly small it might be. Perhaps you completed a daunting project at work, overcame a long-standing fear, or took a significant step towards personal growth. Now, reflect on the virtues you tapped into to make it happen. Was it discipline that kept you on track, courage that pushed you past obstacles, or wisdom that guided your decisions? Stoicism prompts us to delve into these virtues not to boast, but to genuinely acknowledge the strengths and efforts that led to our achievements. Take the story of Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, for example. Zeno's journey into philosophy began after a devastating shipwreck that left him with nothing. Despite this setback, he embraced Stoic teachings and honed virtues such as resilience and inner strength, eventually establishing a philosophical school that would influence countless minds. Zeno's life exemplifies how Stoicism champions the recognition and cultivation of virtues amidst both adversity and accomplishment. Moreover, Stoicism challenges us to avoid the trap of downplaying our achievements. Often, we might attribute our successes to external factors or belittle them as inconsequential. This tendency not only undermines our self-esteem, but also diminishes the virtues we've actively cultivated to achieve our goals. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we learn to celebrate our accomplishments with humility and gratitude, acknowledging the discipline, perseverance, and commitment that played pivotal roles in our success. Consider the example of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic Roman emperor, known for his meditations. Amidst the complexities of ruling an empire, Aurelius practiced profound self-reflection that included recognizing both his virtues and shortcomings. His writings underscore Stoicism's emphasis on virtuous living and the importance of acknowledging the ethical qualities that lead to personal and societal good. Stoicism also challenges us to redefine success and failure. In a world often fixated on external validations and material gains, Stoic philosophy encourages us to prioritize inner growth and moral integrity. This perspective invites us to measure our achievements not solely by external accolades, but by the virtues we embody in pursuit of our goals. By cultivating virtues such as justice, courage, and wisdom, we align our achievements with enduring principles that transcend fleeting circumstances. Epictetus, another influential Stoic philosopher, offers additional insights into this mindset. Born into slavery, Epictetus embraced Stoic teachings to nurture resilience and inner freedom, emphasizing the distinction between what is within our control, our virtues and choices, and what is beyond it. His philosophy teaches us to celebrate our achievements as reflections of our character and effort, rather than mere outcomes subject to external forces. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the importance of maintaining perspective amidst both success and failure. By acknowledging our achievements with humility and gratitude, we guard against arrogance and remain open to continued growth and learning. This practice fosters a mindset of continuous improvement, where each accomplishment becomes a stepping stone towards deeper self-awareness and ethical living. Ultimately, embracing Stoic principles and acknowledging our achievements is about fostering a balanced and sincere assessment of our virtues and efforts. It's not about inflating our ego or dismissing our successes, but about cultivating genuine appreciation for the virtues, like discipline, courage, and wisdom, that enable us to thrive. By adopting this Stoic perspective, we move towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and our potential, guided by principles that promote ethical living and enduring fulfillment. Therefore, let us embrace the wisdom of Stoicism in celebrating our achievements with humility and gratitude. By recognizing the virtues that underpin our successes and honoring our journey of growth, we cultivate a resilient mindset that transcends fleeting external validations. Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment arises not just from what we achieve, but from how we embody virtues that enrich our lives and contribute to the greater good. Sign 3. Prioritizing others' needs over your own. Prioritizing others' needs over our own is a societal phenomenon that often stems from deeply ingrained values of selflessness and compassion. In many cultures and professions, this behavior is not only encouraged but celebrated as a hallmark of virtue and generosity. However, the reality is more nuanced. Studies and statistics reveal that constantly neglecting our own well-being to prioritize others can have profound negative effects on both our physical and mental health. One study conducted by the American Psychological Association found that individuals who frequently engage in caretaking roles, such as caregivers for elderly parents or healthcare professionals, often experience higher levels of stress, anxiety, and burnout. This chronic stress can lead to a variety of health issues, including cardiovascular problems, compromised immune systems, and increased susceptibility to mental health disorders like depression. Furthermore, statistics from the World Health Organization, WHO, underscore the global impact of burnout among healthcare professionals, where long hours and emotional exhaustion are prevalent due to the nature of their work. In such demanding environments, prioritizing the needs of patients often comes at the expense of adequate self-care practices. This imbalance contributes to high turnover rates within the healthcare industry, affecting patient care quality and organizational efficiency. In personal relationships, prioritizing others' needs over one's own can also lead to resentment and strained dynamics. Research published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships highlights how individuals who consistently neglect their own needs in favor of meeting others' demands report lower levels of relationship satisfaction and higher rates of conflict. Over time, this can erode emotional well-being and weaken the foundation of even the strongest relationships. From a psychological perspective, the concept of boundary setting is crucial in understanding the implications of prioritizing others' needs. Psychologists argue that healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining emotional health and stability. Constantly placing others' needs ahead of our own can blur these boundaries, leading to a diminished sense of self and an increased likelihood of experiencing emotional exhaustion or compassion fatigue. In workplaces, particularly in industries where service and client satisfaction are paramount, employees may feel pressured to prioritize the needs of customers or stakeholders over their own well-being. This phenomenon is observed across various sectors, from customer service roles to corporate environments where deadlines and performance metrics often overshadow considerations for employee welfare. Studies conducted by organizations like Gallup consistently demonstrate a correlation between employee engagement and organizational productivity, emphasizing the importance of balancing workplace demands with initiatives that promote employee well-being. Culturally, certain societies place a higher value on collective welfare and communal harmony, which can reinforce norms that prioritize others' needs. For instance, in collectivist cultures prevalent in many Asian countries, individuals may internalize a sense of duty towards family or community that overrides personal desires or self-care. While these cultural values foster solidarity and cooperation, they can also perpetuate patterns of self-neglect that undermine individual autonomy and psychological resilience. From a philosophical standpoint, teachings from ancient philosophies like Stoicism provide insights into the importance of self-care as a foundation for ethical living. Stoic principles emphasize the cultivation of virtues such as courage, wisdom, and justice, while also advocating for a balanced approach to interpersonal relationships. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasize the notion of virtue ethics, wherein individuals strive to achieve moral excellence through introspection and self-discipline, rather than solely focusing on external obligations or societal expectations. In contemporary psychology, the concept of self-compassion has gained prominence as a counterbalance to the tendency to prioritize others' needs at the expense of one's own well-being. Researchers such as Dr. Kristen Neff have explored how cultivating self-compassion, defined as treating oneself with kindness, recognizing one's shared humanity, and being mindful of personal suffering, can enhance emotional resilience and reduce burnout. Studies in this field suggest that individuals who practice self-compassion are better equipped to navigate challenges and maintain healthier relationships with others. While prioritizing others' needs over our own is often perceived as a virtuous trait, the reality is more complex. Research and statistics consistently highlight the detrimental effects of neglecting self-care, ranging from increased stress and burnout to strained relationships and diminished psychological well-being. Incorporating principles of self-care, boundary setting, and self-compassion is essential for fostering a balanced approach to interpersonal relationships and maintaining sustainable personal growth. By honoring our own needs alongside those of others, we not only preserve our health and vitality, but also enhance our capacity to contribute meaningfully to the well-being of our communities and society at large. Sign 4. Struggling to accept compliments. Struggling to accept compliments gracefully unveils a complex interplay of psychological, cultural, and interpersonal dynamics. Psychologically, our discomfort with praise often traces back to deeply rooted beliefs about humility and self-worth. From a young age, many of us are conditioned to downplay our achievements to avoid appearing boastful or arrogant. This upbringing can create a subconscious aversion to acknowledging positive feedback, where compliments are perceived as uncomfortable reminders of vulnerability rather than affirmations of competence. Culturally, attitudes towards compliments vary widely and shape how individuals perceive and respond to praise. In cultures where modesty is highly valued, such as parts of Asia and certain religious communities worldwide, accepting compliments graciously can be seen as a challenge to humility. For example, in Confucian-influenced societies, deflecting praise is considered a sign of humility and respect for others, while overtly accepting compliments may be viewed as socially inappropriate. Moreover, gender norms significantly impact how compliments are received and interpreted. Research underscores that societal expectations often pressure women to attribute their successes to external factors or diminish their achievements altogether. This phenomenon, known as the modesty norm, not only affects women's self-perception, but also their ability to internalize positive feedback constructively. This societal pressure can perpetuate a cycle where women downplay their accomplishments to fit societal expectations, undermining their confidence and professional growth. In educational settings, the way compliments are administered can profoundly influence students' self-esteem and motivation. Effective praise that acknowledges effort and progress fosters a growth mindset, encouraging students to persist through challenges and view setbacks as opportunities for learning. Conversely, students who struggle to accept compliments may internalize a fixed mindset, believing their abilities are predetermined and immutable, hindering their academic and personal development. Therapeutically, difficulty accepting compliments often reveals underlying issues such as low self-esteem, imposter syndrome, or a fear of vulnerability. Therapists employ cognitive behavioral techniques and mindfulness practices to help clients challenge negative self-perceptions and cultivate self-compassion. By reframing compliments as genuine acknowledgments of their strengths and capabilities, individuals can nurture a healthier self-concept and embrace their accomplishments without guilt or self-doubt. From a philosophical standpoint, Stoic teachings provide insights into navigating the complexities of accepting compliments with grace and humility. Stoicism emphasizes virtue and rationality, urging individuals to acknowledge their strengths without seeking external validation or succumbing to pride. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca underscored the importance of maintaining inner tranquility and self-awareness amidst external praise or criticism, advocating for a balanced perspective that values integrity and moral virtue above fleeting admiration. In personal relationships, the ability to accept compliments plays a pivotal role in fostering emotional intimacy and mutual respect. Partners who struggle to receive compliments gracefully may unintentionally create barriers to connection, as their discomfort with positive feedback can be misinterpreted as indifference or rejection. Effective communication and empathy are crucial in navigating these dynamics, allowing individuals to express appreciation and validation genuinely while strengthening relational bonds. Ultimately, learning to accept compliments as sincere affirmations of one's efforts and capabilities requires a blend of self-awareness, cultural sensitivity, and emotional intelligence. By embracing compliments as opportunities for mutual appreciation and personal growth, individuals can cultivate healthier self-esteem, strengthen interpersonal relationships, and navigate social interactions with authenticity and confidence. Assign 5. Avoiding decision-making. Imagine a pivotal moment in someone's life, where a crucial decision looms large: a career change, a relationship crossroads, or a bold entrepreneurial leap. The camera zooms in on their face, caught in a web of uncertainty and fear. This isn't just any decision. It's a test of their courage and conviction. It isn't about eliminating fear or erasing doubts, but rather about mastering the art of decision-making despite them. The protagonist wrestles with the Stoic concept that outcomes are beyond their control, yet the process of making a decision is entirely within their grasp. They realize that Stoicism teaches not to be paralyzed by the fear of failure, but to act with integrity and align choices with their core values. The scene reaches its peak as the character, embodying Stoic principles, makes the decision, calmly, with a clear mind, and accepting whatever outcome may follow. The camera captures a subtle smile, a glimmer of newfound confidence, as they recognize that each decision is an opportunity for growth, a chance to sculpt their destiny. As the story progresses, viewers see the character evolve, not just in their decisions, but in their outlook on life. Stoicism's emphasis on resilience and learning from mistakes becomes their mantra, guiding them through life's twists and turns with grace and purpose. Assign 6. Excessive self-criticism. Enter a bustling cityscape, where people rush by, lost in their thoughts. Amid the crowd, a character stands out, an ambitious young professional, haunted by relentless self-doubt. Flashbacks reveal moments of perceived failure and missed opportunities, each etching deeper lines of self-critique on their face. Stoicism enters as a beacon of hope amidst this inner turmoil. It challenges the character's belief that flaws are shortcomings rather than stepping stones. Stoic teachings emphasize progress over perfection, urging them to embrace their humanity and strive for continuous improvement rather than unattainable ideals. In a pivotal scene, the character faces a setback, a project that falls short of expectations. Instead of spiraling into self-blame, they pause, drawing from Stoic wisdom. They reflect not on what went wrong, but on what can be learned. This shift from criticism to constructive self-assessment marks a turning point. As the character adopts a Stoic mindset of self-compassion and growth, viewers witness a transformation. They no longer see failures as personal flaws, but as opportunities to evolve. Each scene thereafter shows them navigating challenges with newfound resilience and a deep-seated belief in their capacity to learn and grow. In both narratives, the use of visual storytelling and emotional resonance captures the audience's attention. By depicting internal struggles through relatable characters and moments, viewers are drawn into the universal themes of fear, self-doubt, and resilience. Stoic philosophy acts not just as a backdrop, but as a transformative force, offering practical wisdom that resonates long after the credits roll. The stories unfold not just as tales of personal growth, but as timeless lessons in courage, self-discovery, and the pursuit of a meaningful life. One of the most renowned stories from Stoic philosophy that illustrates resilience, courage in decision-making, and overcoming adversity is that of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, often referred to as the Philosopher King, ruled the Roman Empire from 161 to 180 AD. His reign was marked by numerous challenges, external wars, internal political strife, and personal tragedies. Despite these trials, Marcus Aurelius exemplified Stoic principles throughout his life. Early in his reign, Marcus faced a critical decision regarding the Marcomannic Wars, a series of conflicts with Germanic tribes threatening the northern borders of the empire. Rather than succumbing to fear or impulsivity, Marcus approached the decisions with careful deliberation, guided by Stoic teachings of reason and virtue. He viewed his role not merely as a wielder of power, but as a steward entrusted with the well-being of the empire and its people. During these campaigns, Marcus Aurelius endured harsh conditions alongside his soldiers, often sharing in their hardships rather than remaining aloof in his imperial tent. His personal journal, known as Meditations, reveals his inner struggles and reflections on duty, mortality, and the nature of adversity. In one poignant passage, he writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This Stoic maxim encapsulates Marcus Aurelius' approach to challenges. Instead of avoiding difficulties or seeking shortcuts, he embraced them as opportunities for growth and transformation. His decisions were guided not by the allure of power or glory, but by a profound sense of duty and integrity. Beyond his military campaigns, Marcus Aurelius faced personal tragedies, including the deaths of his children and beloved wife, Faustina. Each loss tested his resolve and brought him face to face with the Stoic principle of accepting the things beyond one's control, while striving to maintain inner peace and virtue. Marcus Aurelius' reign is remembered not only for its historical significance, but also for the enduring legacy of Stoic philosophy it embodies. His life serves as a testament to the power of reason, resilience in adversity, and the pursuit of wisdom in guiding one's actions. Marcus Aurelius' story vividly illustrates how Stoic principles can guide individuals through tumultuous times, shaping not only their decisions, but also their character and legacy. His example continues to inspire generations to confront challenges with courage, to navigate uncertainties with clarity, and to seek virtue as the ultimate aim of a meaningful life. Sign 7. Constant comparison with others. Why is it so easy to fall into the comparison trap? Part of it is human nature. We have an innate tendency to gauge our own value and accomplishments against those of the people around us. But in the age of social media, this inclination is amplified to an unprecedented degree. We're bombarded with snapshots of others' lives that seem to showcase only the peaks, never the valleys, leading us to question the worth and significance of our own experiences. Stoicism offers a potent antidote to this malaise: the cultivation of self-awareness and gratitude for our own journey. It encourages us to redirect our gaze inward, to focus on our personal growth, virtues, and the progress we've made. Stoicism doesn't advocate for isolation or indifference to others, but promotes the idea of inspiration over comparison. It teaches us to admire the virtues and successes of others, without diminishing our own value or progress. How can we apply Stoic principles to combat the comparison trap? First, by practicing mindfulness and catching ourselves when we start comparing our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. It's about reminding ourselves that social media is a curated gallery, not an accurate reflection of everyday life. Second, Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on what's within our control: our efforts, our attitudes, our virtues. These are the seeds from which our unique journey grows. By concentrating on nurturing these seeds, we cultivate a garden that's rich with personal significance, independent of external validation or comparison. Lastly, gratitude plays a pivotal role. By fostering gratitude for our own experiences, challenges, and achievements, we anchor ourselves in the present and appreciate the richness of our own lives. This doesn't mean we become complacent. Rather, it empowers us to strive for improvement and growth from a place of contentment, not inadequacy. Sign 8. Lack of personal investment. Have you ever found yourself putting off that course you wanted to take, that hobby you wanted to start, or even neglecting your self-care routine? It's something many of us are guilty of. This isn't just about not having enough time or resources. At its core, it's often about not recognizing our own value. It's as if we're saying to ourselves, I'm not worth the effort. But here's the thing: Stoicism, with its profound insights into human nature and ethics, challenges us to view self-improvement not just as an activity, but as a form of self-respect. Stoicism teaches us that our capacity for reason and virtue sets us apart, and it's through the cultivation of these that we find true fulfillment. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, likened life to a garden. Just as a garden requires constant tending to flourish, so too does our inner world require attention and care. Neglecting our personal growth is akin to neglecting a garden. Without investment, both will fail to thrive. But why do we often hesitate to invest in ourselves? Sometimes it's because we're caught in the trap of immediate gratification, choosing fleeting pleasures over long-term fulfillment. Other times, it's due to a deeper issue, a lack of self-esteem or the belief that we're not worth the effort. Stoicism, however, provides a counter-narrative. It asserts that every individual possesses inherent worth and potential for virtue. Investing in our growth, be it through learning new skills, exploring hobbies, or practicing self-care, is a testament to recognizing and honoring that worth. How then can we start to make that investment in ourselves in line with Stoic philosophy? It begins with shifting our mindset. We need to start seeing self-improvement as an essential, non-negotiable aspect of our lives. This doesn't mean overhauling our lives overnight. Instead, it's about making small, consistent investments in ourselves. It could be as simple as reading a book on a topic that fascinates us, dedicating a few minutes each day to meditation, or taking up a hobby that brings us joy. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us about the importance of reflection and self-examination. This practice allows us to understand our strengths and areas for growth, guiding our personal investment efforts. By regularly taking stock of our lives, setting goals, and reflecting on our progress, we foster a sense of purpose and direction. This process of self-reflection and goal-setting isn't just about achieving external markers of success. It's about aligning our actions with our values, cultivating our virtues, and living a life of purpose and meaning. Another key aspect is embracing the concept of lifelong learning. The Stoics believed that wisdom was not a destination, but a journey. Adopting a mindset of curiosity and openness to new experiences can transform the way we view personal investment. It's not a chore but an adventure, an opportunity to explore the vast landscapes of knowledge and experience that life has to offer. Sign 9. Seeking external validation. And now, let's talk about true validation that comes from within, from living in alignment with our values and principles. The Stoics believed that the only things truly within our control are our own actions, intentions, and responses. Marcus Aurelius eloquently reminded us that it's not the opinions of others that disturb us, but our own judgments about those opinions. Can you guess why do we find ourselves seeking external validation? At its core, it's often rooted in insecurity and a deep-seated fear of not being enough. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages about what we should be, do, or have, it's easy to lose sight of our own path. But Stoicism invites us to redirect our gaze inward, to focus on cultivating our character and living a life of virtue. It teaches us that true peace and fulfillment come not from the fleeting and fickle approval of others, but from knowing we've lived true to ourselves. So how can we break free from the chains of external validation? The first step is self-awareness, by becoming mindful of our tendencies to seek approval. We can start to question the motives behind our actions. Are we pursuing a goal because it aligns with our values or because we're seeking applause? Stoicism teaches us to engage in regular self-reflection, to examine our intentions, and ensure they're rooted in our own values and principles. Another Stoic practice that can help us combat the need for external validation is the development of self-sufficiency. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves or becoming indifferent to others. Rather, it's about finding contentment and fulfillment within ourselves, recognizing that we are complete as we are. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. By cultivating inner contentment, we become less reliant on external sources of validation. Stoicism also encourages us to redefine our concept of success. Instead of measuring success by external accolades or achievements, Stoicism teaches us to measure it by our ability to live according to our values. Success from a Stoic perspective is about the pursuit of virtue, the practice of reason, and the cultivation of resilience in the face of life's challenges. It's like finding ourselves in a dense forest where the air is heavy, the path unclear, and every step feels like a struggle. Whether it's a toxic workplace that drains our spirit or personal relationships that leave us feeling undervalued. The decision to stay often stems from a deep-seated belief that we don't deserve better. But here's where Stoicism offers us both a mirror and a map. The Stoics believed that our environment can significantly influence our ability to live virtuously and find contentment. However, they also emphasized our responsibility in shaping our surroundings and choosing our associations wisely. Also, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our inner peace is not determined by our external circumstances, but by our responses to them. Why do we tolerate negative environments often? It's because we underestimate our capacity for change. We might fear the unknown, cling to the familiar, or doubt our worth. Stoicism challenges these fears and doubts by encouraging us to recognize our inherent value and the power we possess over our choices and attitudes. It urges us to question the belief that we are trapped and to realize that more often than not, we have the agency to change our circumstances or our perception of them. In fact, Stoicism offers us tools to navigate and transform our environments. One key Stoic practice is the cultivation of inner resilience and autonomy. This doesn't mean adopting a stance of indifference or detachment. Rather, it's about strengthening our inner citadel, as Marcus Aurelius calls it, so that we can remain steady and true to our values even in the midst of chaos and negativity. By fostering a strong inner core, we become less susceptible to the toxicity of our surroundings and more capable of making choices that align with our well-being. Sign 10. Tolerance of negative environments. Delving into the principles of Stoicism reveals a timeless philosophy that champions living in harmony with nature, both within ourselves and the world around us. Central to this philosophy is the notion of actively seeking environments that foster our personal growth, well-being, and contentment. It's an ethos that emphasizes not merely accepting, but actively shaping our surroundings to align with our highest aspirations and values. In our journey through life, we encounter myriad environments, some uplifting and nurturing, others draining or even toxic. The Stoic perspective encourages us to discern which environments contribute positively to our growth and which detract from it. This discernment involves a conscious commitment to our own self-respect, seeking environments that honor our dignity and nurture our potential. Practically, this pursuit may manifest in setting clear boundaries in personal relationships to foster mutual respect and understanding. It could mean seizing new opportunities in our careers that align more closely with our passions and values. Sometimes, it might even necessitate reevaluating our social circles, gravitating toward those who inspire and support our journey. Furthermore, cultivating a conducive environment extends beyond external factors. It's also about enriching our internal landscape. Practices like meditation, journaling, or pursuing hobbies that invigorate our spirit play crucial roles in maintaining mental and emotional well-being. By investing in these practices, we fortify ourselves against the pressures and negativity that external environments may exert. Yet, amidst these efforts, fear often looms large. The fear of failure, of wasted time and effort, of judgment from others. These are potent forces that can paralyze us into inaction. Stoicism acknowledges these fears not to dismiss them, but to confront them with a profound question. What do we stand to gain? It prompts us to weigh our fears against the potential rewards, growth, fulfillment, and the realization of our aspirations. Stoicism posits that the pursuit of virtue, the striving for excellence in harmony with our inherent nature, is inherently worthwhile, irrespective of external outcomes. It teaches us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, to transform adversity into strength, and to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. In essence, the Stoic approach to tolerating negative environments is not about passive endurance, but about active engagement in creating and nurturing environments, both external and internal, that support our journey toward a life well lived. It calls us to embody our principles, to uphold our values, and to forge a path that honors our innate dignity and potential. Sign 11. Fear of pursuing dreams. Navigating the fear of pursuing our dreams is akin to embarking on a profound odyssey of self-discovery and resilience, drawing wisdom from ancient Stoic practices and modern philosophical insights alike. At the heart of this journey lies the transformative practice of negative visualization, a strategic contemplation of worst-case scenarios designed not to overwhelm but to empower. By envisioning potential hardships with clarity and courage, we preemptively diminish their hold over us, recognizing that our capacity to endure often surpasses our initial fears. This approach fosters a balanced mindset, allowing us to embrace our dreams with calculated optimism rather than succumb to immobilizing anxiety. Equally pivotal is the Stoic principle of amor fati, the love of fate, a concept that beckons us to not only accept but to enthusiastically embrace the twists and turns of our journey. By cultivating a profound acceptance of all outcomes, whether they bring triumph or tribulation, we unlock a reservoir of inner strength and resilience. Viewing setbacks as integral parts of our growth and successes as affirmations of our perseverance, we redefine fear as a catalyst for personal evolution rather than a barrier to be feared. Stoicism further illuminates our path by emphasizing the intrinsic value of virtuous living and the pursuit of personal excellence. Beyond external achievements, it underscores the importance of integrity, diligence, and courage as guiding principles in our quest for fulfillment. When we align our actions with these core virtues, we not only navigate the fear of failure, but transcend it, forging ahead with unwavering determination and authenticity. By integrating these profound insights into our approach to pursuing dreams, we empower ourselves to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and purpose. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, each setback a lesson in resilience. Ultimately, the fear of pursuing our dreams ceases to be a barrier and instead becomes a springboard for personal transformation, a testament to our capacity to embrace life's journey with optimism, courage, and unwavering conviction. Assign 12. Failure to recognize your own worth. Why is it that we so often forget this fundamental Stoic lesson? Part of the reason lies in our natural desire for connection and validation, which when unchecked can lead us to seek our worth in the reflection of others' opinions or in the milestones of success we achieve. However, Stoicism teaches us that true worth comes from within, from living in accordance with our nature and virtues. Epictetus eloquently stated that freedom is not secured by fulfilling our heart's desire, but by removing our desire. This principle applies profoundly to how we perceive our worth. True freedom and contentment come not from external validation, but from recognizing and embracing our intrinsic value. This isn't to say that achievements and recognition don't matter, but rather that they are not the source of our worth. Our worth is innate, as immutable as the stars in the night sky, and recognizing this frees us from the relentless pursuit of external validation. Then, how can we cultivate this Stoic understanding of our inherent worth? It begins with self-reflection, with turning our gaze inward to acknowledge and appreciate our virtues, our efforts, and our resilience. It involves practicing gratitude for our abilities, our character, and our potential, recognizing that these internal qualities are the true measures of our worth. It also means learning to detach our sense of value from the fluctuating opinions of others and the transient nature of achievements. This detachment isn't about indifference. It's about perspective, about understanding what truly matters in the grand scheme of our lives. The important thing is, this feeling can stem from a variety of sources: past traumas, societal conditioning, or personal failures. We compare our journey to others, seeing only the highlight reels of their lives, while being acutely aware of the behind-the-scenes of our own. This comparison, fueled by the misconception that happiness is a finite resource awarded only to the deserving, leads us to doubt our worthiness. Stoicism encourages us to dismantle these misconceptions and to recognize that happiness is not a reward but a way of living. It invites us to reflect on our values, to align our actions with these values, and to find joy in the pursuit of virtue and the practice of reason. Learn to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and to let go of what isn't. This perspective empowers us to take charge of our happiness, to create it through our daily choices and attitudes. How can we embrace this Stoic approach to happiness? It starts with changing our narrative about worthiness. We must challenge the belief that happiness is conditional on achievements, external validation, or perfection. Instead, we should view happiness as inherent in the practice of living virtuously, in making the best choices available to us, and in appreciating the present moment. Additionally, Stoicism teaches the importance of gratitude. By practicing gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, from perceived inadequacies to the abundance present in our lives. This shift in perspective is crucial in feeling deserving of happiness, as it allows us to see the beauty, opportunity, and potential in our everyday lives. Sign 13. Feeling unworthy of happiness. One of life's poignant paradoxes lies in the feeling of unworthiness when it comes to happiness, a sentiment that often stems from internalized beliefs or past experiences. This emotional hurdle can cast a shadow over our ability to embrace joy and fulfillment, leading us to self-sabotage or settle for less than we deserve. However, confronting this notion requires a blend of introspection and compassionate self-reckoning. It beckons us to challenge the validity of our self-imposed limitations and redefine our relationship with happiness. By acknowledging our intrinsic worthiness of happiness and cultivating self-compassion, we can begin to dismantle the barriers that hinder our ability to embrace life's joys wholeheartedly. Central to overcoming the feeling of unworthiness is a journey towards self-acceptance and authenticity. This path entails unraveling layers of self-doubt and recognizing that our flaws and imperfections do not diminish our right to happiness. Embracing vulnerability becomes a gateway to genuine connections and meaningful experiences, where we discover that our worthiness is not contingent upon perfection, but rooted in our inherent humanity. Through acts of self-kindness and nurturing our emotional well-being, we gradually rewrite the narrative of unworthiness, paving the way for deeper appreciation of life's blessings and our capacity to receive them. Furthermore, navigating the feeling of unworthiness requires a shift in perspective, a willingness to challenge societal norms and redefine success on our own terms. It invites us to celebrate our unique journey and milestones, recognizing that happiness is not a privilege reserved for the few, but a fundamental right we all deserve. By reframing achievements as reflections of our personal growth and resilience, rather than benchmarks of external validation, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of comparison and embrace a more fulfilling, authentic existence. In doing so, we reclaim our power to shape our happiness and inspire others to do the same, forging a path illuminated by self-compassion, resilience, and unwavering belief in our inherent worthiness. Through the wisdom of Stoicism, let us carry with us the understanding that our lives are canvases upon which we have the power to paint with the vibrant colors of virtue, resilience, and happiness. Remember, you are the architect of your own destiny, the sculptor of your own happiness. The path may be strewn with challenges, but it is also lined with the potential for immense growth, joy, and fulfillment. You know, everybody include you are deserving of happiness, capable of achieving your dreams, and worthy of every bit of love and success that comes your way. We encourage you to watch the suggested video on the screen. It dives deeper into the Stoic practices that can transform your life, offering insights and strategies to live with intention and joy. If this conversation has resonated with you, if it has sparked a flame of recognition or curiosity within your heart, please like and share this video with your friends, your family, and to people who need to find a way to get a better life. Let's spread the wisdom of Stoicism far and wide, empowering others to recognize their worth and pursue their happiness with courage and conviction. Thank you for joining our Stoic Journal today. Until next time, live bravely, love deeply, and seek the joy that is your birthright.